Bapu, Bapu, Mara Bapu, Bapu. Before we start the dialogue of the global Ramkatha in today's story in this building of the World Organization, once again, my salutations to everyone from the stage. Jai Siaram, Jai Siaram. Yesterday, a request was made that the 17 objectives of the World Organization is with the grace of God and Guru's grace. With the blessings of saints and saints, with the good wishes of my Indians, and due to the goodwill of all of you towards the Vayaspith, 16 of these katha has already been happened. I would like to humbly submit a note of that. And this, the 17th story. Yesterday, the General Secretary here, who is the head here, is not in America because of his prior program. He is somewhere outside. So, he could not come. But the Deputy General Secretary I met yesterday on the invitation of Didi. He said one thing very well, not for me, for the idea of Indian scriptures. If I had not had scriptures, where would I have been? If I had not Hanumanji, who is behind me, where would I be? It's all because of him. Didi said one thing beautifully. I am saying this publicly because you will feel good. He said, Bapu, but it was circumambulation outside. Now you have come into our hearts. And the job of the Vyaspith is to go to the heart, not to the body, to go to his heart. It takes time to travel long distances. So, it's your exclamation about the glory of the Vayaspith, and I also wrote it down in my broken English. As I had sworn silence that day, I wanted to say, my Vayaspith, always with your 17 objectives. World peace, world happiness, world progress, etc. Was English okay? Thank you. So a place in someone's heart, Indian thinking can do. Thinking can do. So I liked it, you also liked it too. And this is not the first attempt. God definitely made my Vyaspith a medium of the Katha by the grace of Guru. But what Umashankar Joshi had said, a great effort for global unity. I have that too. Let me tell you what I was told. It will take time. You got time, right? You should be ready to have good thoughts wherever. I am becoming a world human being, to be that we need a huge heart, where everyone can reside. Who's this beautiful vast world of yesterday that Didi, respected secretary, was expressing pain that we are taking all these programs for the welfare of the world, but we are not able to reach every place. Some people still do not accept it. It is good that the story happened here. We are getting strength. There is no question of success or failure in this. It is happening when it had to happen. So who's this huge world of my father, the poet, the judge, Durgesh Shukla? In one of his dance dramas, he answered that whoever loves him, this world belongs to everyone. Whoever loves this world belongs to them. This is not wisdom. This is understanding. There is acceptance, because we are not the master of the world. This is the understanding and said by our poet. Vaishnav Janato tene kahi peed parai. Let the world human being achieve world peace. Tushar Bhai has also expressed his views on the line of Umashakar Bapa at Uno. Bapu said, here there should be a statue of Narsin Mehtani, Mahatma. Mandela and Mehta, only people with Leo zodiac sign does the work. Then there is your love and feeling. Love is the language of different feelings. In the end, we all are united. In time we grow together. Love is God, love is God, love is God. This feeling is getting connected with the goodwill Vyaspith of the literate people of our country, expressing happiness about it. The world is sitting on a heap of gunpowder, and the war Carmelite on the threshold turned out to be a jowl of love against the war. This is the feeling of Tusharbhai, the Saryu of Karuna water, meeting the Hudson River, the blooming of love flowers in the premises of the United of Nations, the confluence pilgrimage of world peace, the confluence of love, the family is prosperous. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Why will the message of conflict, of freedom, of equality, of fraternity, of boundaries be overflowed? Only love is pure, truth is Shiva, love is Krishna, and compassion is Rama. Vishwaguru has brought from India, love every soul, every living being who awakens. There is a mayor explaining about the rain and told everyone that it rains. Does anyone have any doubt about it? A boy asked, I have a question. Mayor said, with disliking on his face. What is it? He asked. That, sir, the rain is raining in inches, but why on road it merges in feet? There are many reasons to it. Everyone distributes the prasad. Our Talgajarda's boy is a poet. He is son of Luhar, Suthar. His name is Gansham. I am taking names of poets from around the world. One should be from my city. He is trying. I wish him good luck. He wrote, You are only support. O God, rest his attack, what he will do of destination. What does such a traveler will do with the destination? Who has only your support? Good try, son. Be happy. This is out of subject. But let me tell you, as this is Ganges not. This is not canal. It will all happen in its way. Jai bhāe. I am not the only one involved in this crime. I am not the only one involved in this crime. When our eyes met, you also smiled. Then he smiled. You were also there. I am the one who goes with someone, then I goes.
वहाँ की बीज पंक्तियाँ ये थी, सालों बीत गई। ये बात है 2001 की, 7/7/2001 की साल में। गई बहोर गरीब सरल सबर सरल राम अनेक गरीब निवाजे राम अनेक गरीब निवाजे लोग वेद वर बिरिद सरल सबल
Everyone should get good food. Everyone should be prosperous. Everyone should be happy. Agriculture and food grains should be produced properly, and there should not be poison. This is one thing, a story, Manas Parmartha, in which all these issues are involved, some of them. How many kathas have been quoted in the book prepared by my respected elder, Suman Bhāe? The katha happened in 2015 in Barol and Bihar. Then this thing happened. Then there was a katha of Manas Parmarth that happened in Rishikesh too. No one should fall ill. Everyone should be in good health and get good medicines. For this, there is a katha for this objective, Manas Aushadhi, number 713, Katha took place in Mumbai. It happened at the hospital of Ashaben Parek. Then it also happened, it was happiness, remembering it and just doing that. Education, art, things that move people forward, things that your objectives are about. There was a story, the story number was 701, Manas Vidya Bhavan. A story led by Manav Bapa's institution, under the leadership of his institution, caste equality in Vidya Bhavan, gender equality. No one should do that to each other. That's why there was a story of Manas Kinar. At that time, I had no idea that this organization had 17 objectives of it. So, after coming here, you told me that you have 17 objectives. It was already done by the grace of God. The story number 804 took place in Thane, in Maharashtra. The cleanliness drive was carried out. Garbage was removed in one day. Arun Bhai talks about the scientific survey on cleanliness. There is also a story. The Manaswakta Katha was carried out in Ahmedabad. Then in India too. The cleanliness drive was carried out by Gandhiji in his memory. Ensuring clean water for all, sanitation, availability of sanitation for all, and sustainable management. This is your objective, so this is also done. May everyone receive good power and good energy. So, a Katha already happened. Katha's number is 654, Manas Adishakti, Matanomat, Kuch, Gujarat. An Adi Urja and Adi Shakti. For this, the Katha Sutra is also written below. In his context, there was a Katha, Manas Seva Dharma, Katha number 843, Nadiad Manas Seva Dharma, which is an institution. Led by Santram Ashram in Nadiad, singing took place several times in the shadows of his blessings. Now in the next year also, we are going to Nadiad from February 1 to February 9. Govardhan Ram Tripathi, Narayan Das Bapu of Sant Ram Temple, and who is third? Sardar Patel, a literature in memory of the three who had made a great contribution in the political field from the independence of the country to the unity of the country, and Sant Ram Maharaj is Jyot Viraj. So one Katha, these three saints, literature and the unity of the world, even in one Nadiad. There should be dialogue with each other and brotherhood with each other. This is also an objective. So, a Katha took place in Indore, whose Katha no was 748. Manas Samvad, happened in Indore. It was raining that day. Let everyone join in and meet each other. There was a Katha that happened by the grace of God. Manas Setubandha. The story number was 636, 635. Koteshwar, Gujarat, Kuch, city and rural. The community came closer to each other. For this the story happened. Manas Vicharati Jati. I was doing Katha at Rajgat, at Gandhi Nirman Bhumi, at Gandhi Bapu's remembrance, Manas Mahatma. If not number 2 or 3, I don't remember. Then there I had announced this story, that I will do a story for a wandering caste. Good nation, only good nation, attainment of good nation is not enough. It is also very important, and Bhagwat. Gracefully, the platform presented Katha Manas Suraj, Katha No 707 at Karanavati Club, Ahmedabad. It happened under the leadership of our elder, Dani Bhai. Is Dani Bhai there? Manas Setu Bandh, a Ram Katha, which took place in a ship. We went in a steamer. That Katha did take place. But at that time, there was a lot of beating too. All the region said, what is the Katha in the ship and what is this? But once the way is made, then everybody starts doing it. I was beaten with sticks. Some others hoisted flags. So it happened. People used to say that Bapu had told the Katha in the sky, in water, on earth, in air, and now do it in fire. It is like this. There are no less people who blesses me, as such blessings in the fire. Now how can I tell him that sitting on the platform proclaiming the beloved truth, proclamation of ultimate love, and keeping the supreme compassion at the center is Agni Pith, and I had even said in humor that I am ready to do Katha in the fire, but first the arrangement should be made, then I will come. When the platform is ready, then first the fire should appear, all the volunteers, all the organizers should sit down, I will come later, I should be around the fire, and all Tino, Raju will sit around me first. Then I will come at the end. So this also. Then I got a couplet from Nairobi. This was the story of flight that love has not lost, nor the world is tired. The lamp is burning and the wind is blowing. This was the couplet of Sir Kumar. Human should get a good life. Human should not live like a schedule. Let him evolve. World human should be psyche. This is your objective. We had the benefit of doing a Katha. That was Manas Navjivan, Katha of Navjivan Press, Ahmedabad, Katha number 824, Mahanush Navjivan, Shanti Vistaro. Peace everywhere. A story was already happened. Manas Shanti Niketan. Katha number 688, Santi Niketan, West Bengal, Gurudev Tagore's ashram, one Katha. We also got the benefit of doing that. It's 16 and now it's 17, this information. I have presented it to you, then this is the 17th story. Consider serving as our service. O God of existence, O God of directions, O God of the three worlds, this is our dance performance for the welfare of mankind. This is our little dance, a sacrifice, our service. And I don't understand. I read one thing that an American army man commander told his soldiers that we have to win that island. But be careful before winning that island. For this, we have to be careful because the water there is very toxic. So there is a risk of losing life. And there are animals that even a small fly bites us. We will die, and the fruits there, and all this is so bad. We have to win this island. But there is a lot of danger. We may return alive or not. And asked the question, do you have to say something? Then a soldier said that what will we do by winning such an island? What is there to do by conquering such a country? Can't we keep this objective closed? And at that time he could not give any answer. Today something like this is happening. We and this organization is working. Yesterday we heard the problem they are facing. We keep one color of that. Many people say that. We want to include it all. But some people do not agree. So these people are trying. And this yagna is going on. Let's go. And some of it with our own, a small Talgajardi with a spoon of ghee. So which note was there I told you? A question is there. What will they translate in English of this silence? Shitul has asked me a question in car. A question here came too, that if God is equally dear to all, then why? So why there are some people are poor, someone is violent, then all this is a difference we can see, and there is a quadruped as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I have equal mercy on all, then how do we understand it? He is asking on the way. And there is also such a question, equal mercy. Mercy has a meaning, grace. Although grace, mercy, compassion, all are independent words. The dictionary does its own work. But the grace of God, the mercy of God is equal to all, but still ever. If we ever see disparity, then it means that we may not be able to utilize this mercy properly. We may not be able to do this grace properly. So it is also possible that the rest of God has the same mercy on everyone. There is also an episode in Ramcharitmanas in Uttarkand. Lord Rama spoke there.
एक पिता के विपुल कुमार एक पिता विपुल कुमार अहो पृथक गुण शील
Goswamiji says, a father can have many sons. If you go to some people, some have 2 or 5. If we go to Kauravas, then 100. And also Vasishtaji had 100 sons. There was a time when there was a mention of more sons. Vasishtaji also had 100 sons. Vasishtaji has a son named Shakti. All name is mentioned. One is named Shakti, and Vasishtaji has a tradition of a son named Shakti. Parasar came in it. The entire Gotra of Vashishta, Vyas came in it, Sukdev and Swamiji came in it. Lord Sukdev, then the householder Sukdev remained celibate, then the householder tradition ended. But after Sukdev, the Sankar tradition continued. Renunciation, disinterest, and sannyasi, the whole sound Brahm went on. The seed Brahm ended, the seed dynasty is over, the lineage is of Vedokt. In all these Vedas, Shakti is the name of the son of a Vashishtaji. It is a matter of a very long family. One father can have many sons. But if there are many, then everyone's qualities, virtues, and ethics are different. Everyone's qualities are not one, like someone has 3 sons. So a son will have more desire and more ignorance. Someone will have more calmness. One guna will have an influence on everyone. Modesty and his conduct will also be different. This can also happen, and conduct will also be different.
Ko dhanavant पाठ निकाल दे बेटा. सूर कोई दाता को धनवंत सूर को दाता.
Someone is rich, someone is brave, someone is a donor, someone is something. The whole list has been told by Goswamiji, and everyone has equal mercy from the Father. And the Father, all the sons with a different nature. But even among them, the one who concedes the Father's command by word and deed is dearer to the Father. It's natural. In that mentality, the Supreme Soul has equal love for everyone. He is the Father of the world and the Mother of the world, and the parents say in the Gita, I am the Mother of the world, I am the Father of the world, I am also the Grandfather of the world. The same was proclaimed in Gita. Some are omniscient and knowledgeable, and some are interested in religion, but the Supreme Father loves all the same. A son may be a devotee of the Father in his mind, in words, in his commands, by word and deed.
Bachan man karna sapniyu janan dusare
Even in a dream, he does not know any other religion for him. His mind is up from the word of action. So I am keeping the reference in front of you that the love, kindness, and grace of the Father are the same on everyone. But due to virtue, conduct, and modesty, its result is bilg. Now I have said many times that the tamogun in which there is more will never arise. It will remain. He will not do any work. Tamoguni will not do much work. He does one thing, pulls, he gets angry. The only work of his is that he should be stretched. The Rajoguni can never sit. He keeps doing something or the other. He constantly does something. Ramesh Bhai was asking yesterday that Bapu Trupti kem kom. Santosh kya mave mushkil hai. Contentment will come. Only then desire will be destroyed. But as long as desire is spot, there is no happiness. Even in dreams, such a formula of Tulsi, Binu Santosh, Nakam and Santosh also came for a few moments. That is not that. The lyricist. Satam continuous satsang. He is not a bogi. Yogi is satisfied. Satam yogi. Yatatma firm. Determination to Rajogun, Tamogun, Sattva guna and Sila bed. Because of the Achara Bheda, the rest of the fathers, and mercy is the same for all. Something like this can happen due to worthiness. There is a pitcher. It rains torrentially. But if there is a hole in the lower part of the pot, then the dam will be filled. The pot will not be filled. If you lift it up a little, the water will flow away. If it is dirty, then the water is pouring like nectar. But if it gets dirty, then because of the eligibility. This can happen, and it can also happen due to our actions, so the grace is equal to all, so this world Vasudhaiva family, less. The story that we have raised for this story, these two Chaupayas, in my view, every 4 mantras are the mantra I try. Now sometimes I will say that if there is a Veda for me, then how many types of recitation are there in the Vedas? I have to recite so many types of Chaupayas, Jatapath, Malapath, Ganpath. This is the text of the Vedas. So I was trying a little, sitting comfortably and wondering how one can recite the cube of the Chaupayas of Manas. How can one do Jatapath, which is a Prakriti path, a distortion path? All this is Samhita recitation, Samhita text, Pada text, etc. Vedic splendor is amazing, so sometimes I sit and think that how can I do this story? If I do it Navaro Natira, then remember my Riyaz continues. So I also tell all of them that if there is no story, the Riyaz should continue. That's why Riyaz was very important. Not everything is prasadik. A little effort also has to be made. Prasad is there. So we are trying, understanding the one who does not try. There is no prasad. Prasad makes efforts on him. So it is like this. Do all Riya, Gajanan, name, Ketelo Riyaz. Glad, so glad. Oh, sorry. So you should take rest. Oh, you have a fever. Jeta Dada gives medicine too. In our town, elders give medicines, and all elders are doctors. The king of Rampur could get his voice out, and as he was king, big doctors were called, even though the voice couldn't get out. Then a village doctor gave him medicine and he was cured. Someone gave a name that he could do it. He said, Ayurveda all over the world. You are the center of all the medicines that you are so and so. All failed. This became an incident and said that Pandurang Dada Shastri has said this thing of Pandurang Dada in one of his discourses. So the villagers called him absolutely village but pure of heart. Everyone gathered and discussed that all the world's medicines and doctors had failed, and what a normal Brahmin elder would be able to do, came and all got together to see what he would do. The king was sleeping. Then he asked all the seeing people family, other people that look at me and tell me, should I cure him by giving him medicine or should I cure him by only showing medicine? Everyone said how it can happen. He said, yes, fix it by drinking it. Many people do that. I should fix it by showing the only that medicine. Everyone felt that this was amazing. Then everyone said that by showing the medicine, we should also see. Then how someone can be cured by showing the medicine. He said, okay, go to the palace and then in the kitchen, and asked for 3 lemons and a knife, then told the king to sit. And as at that time there were no automatic hospital beds, he was awake and then cut a lemon with a knife and cut all 3 lemons and removed the seeds from it. Seeing this, king's mouth got watered and he swallowed some and some he got out, and his voice became as it was. You take rest, do you need a pillow? We need to work with these people. So each of the quadrupeds of manas is a mantra for me. I say it personally, and the mantra gives 3 types of results. So manas gives 3 types of results, and that is 3 types. Some mantras should be consumed with complete trust, be it a Vedic mantra or a folk mantra. So the disease will be destroyed, and it must decrease. Maybe it will not be destroyed, but will decrease. This is one of the effects of the mantra. If the amount of illness decreases. Second, if there is calamity has befallen a person, then the mantra reduces the amount of disaster. This is also more. And third, mantra eradicates the untimely death. Do not let you have untimely death happen. Donating nectar, these all things of the Vedas, the untimely death will be eradicated, the amount of disease decreases, the matter is of trust. As the doctor said, where did you learn the medicine? It doesn't matter. You have to take medicine with faith. Bhagat Bapu wrote that you will not verify the medicine made at home by the village doctor at his home. Mantra does 3 types of work, and manas shows the 4th remedy. Every quadruped of manas is formulae, mantra, truth. And let me say, it's even love. You should chat it more. There is a rule in Ayurveda. The more you crush the medicine, the more effective it will be. The more you sing the quadruped of the manas with more tune to it, the amount of quality increases. The quality of that will increase. Quality of that will increase. So we have taken the quadruped in that manner.
Akhila yaha mora upāyā saba mohi adhika manuja mohi akhila bisva yaha mora upāyā saba
Tulsidas has used the word sakal many times in manas, and here the mention of akhil is also synonymous with akhil and sakal. In a sense, akhilai has to be seen, have to look around from four sides. One has to see from all sides, to see in all ways, to see sakal and akhilai. Now look at the range of this word sakal. Narsi Mehta brought the word sakal, sakal lokma, and Tulsidas. Narsi Mehta is ahead. Tulsidas 450-500, Narsi Mehta 450-600 years. And truth from where you get it, Saint Man. Then Tulsidas also raised the word sakal. He said, there is sakal lok, and here it is all the world's people. Sakal means what? Akhil means what? In one sense, it is completely complete, and there is no number after that. Akhil means complete. Both the words were used by Mehta and Tulsidas Ji. Sakal means 14 universe. In the universe, the gross world, the three worlds, heaven, death, and the underworld, but 7 above and 7 below, there are 14 worlds. In the gross world, then all the counts are lost, the infinite gross and me. I am happy that if I take the gross in one sense, then 9 means sakal. Nothing is beyond 9. To make 10, we need to take 1 and 0. In the case of 9, it's the end of the conversation. To make 11, we need to take a 2-digit number. In the numerology world, in numbers, scholars have considered 9 as complete. That is why he appeared on the Ramnavami date. And that is why we have 9 types of devotion. Hence the earth was divided into 9 parts, used as sakal or akhil, 9 parts. Morari Bapu has described the month of Shravan by the poets who did it. Then the gross means purify this gross world. The story is the word lok, and the word Veda is 2 words. There are shlokas in the Vedas. There is no language in the lok. The benefit I got was that I took katha in the sakal lok. There's a people that keep getting separated. This is one type of lok varnan, what people say lok varnan. Other is Devi Pujak. This is also lok varnan. We told his story too. In Rajkot, I narrated the story of 18 varnan. The story of Kinaro and the story of Kaneao, the one who is as it is the story of Dalit society, and more words are forbidden. And this Dalit society, we had the opportunity to do katha, to do service. All this service to us has done katha in Navlok. This is the gross world, the whole, and the whole world. The whole is all, and the whole is all. A question also came up, Bapu, whether the word peace is more important or the word rest is more important. I say development should happen in relaxation. If there is development but no rest, this is good. Ramesh Bhai sleeps but does not sleep in the katha. There is a lot of money, but the man does not get any sleep. Then development is wrong. These two are, rests are nothing. Development is growing in full form. They are both saints. Whoever knows how to luxuriate, sometimes in the void, in the all, in the gross, in all, and some of our diseases means mental illness. The disease of our thoughts and anxiety can reduce the disease of our contemplation. That's why the lion spontaneously did what he did.
Rama and Lakshmana akhila bisva yaha upāyā barābari dāyā yaha mora
Whatever spontaneous conversation arose was done. There is a lot of story left. There is always a story left because Hari Anant, Hari Katha Anant, I repeatedly say that there is no end to the glory of God. So how can the glory end? In this sense, yesterday we all celebrated the birth of Rama like the festival by singing it. Let's sing a little in Bhojpuri, then moved on. Our good Ramayani Rajeshwaranand is no more, but were the singers of good Ramayana should create beautiful meanings, and poet also write ghazals, and based on good post-psyche, this composition of yours is based on the theme of Ram Janma Utsav. You say 4 sons were born in Ayodhya, and congratulations started your song.
चार चार प्रगटे ललनवा पवनवा में बाजे बधैया चार चार प्रगटे ललनवा पवनवा में बाजे बधैया चार चार प्रगटे ललनवा भवनवा में बाजे बधैया चार चार प्रगटे ललनवा भवनवा बाजे बधैया नारद मुनि बजावे बीना नारद मुनि बजावे बीना नारद मुनि बजावे बीना नारद मुनि बजावे बीना कौवा करे कीर्तनवा भवनवा में बाजे बधैया कौवा करे कीर्तनवा भवनवा में बाजे बधैया चार चार प्रगटे ललनवा भवनवा में बाजे बधैया चार चार प्रगटे ललनवा भवनवा में बाजे बधैया तन सुधि भूली मगन होई नाचत 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 शैल सुता के सजनवा भवनवा में बाजे बधैया
So the festival continued in Manas for a month, says Goswami. Now what happened that when the day of Ram Navami came, his previous truth, on the day of Ashtami, Suryanarayan wrote a letter of leave in Brahma's office that give me a day off. Said, why? You will not do your duty. It must come every day. No, I haven't taken a vacation in a while. And there's a reason. It's not that I'm tired. So what is the excuse? Tell me the reason. So I am the son, so I do not break the rules. Otherwise, I should go like this. Did not say good, what you asked, but what is the reason? He said that God is going to appear in my dynasty. This is my dynasty, the Surya dynasty, and Thakurji are going to come in it. So give me a day off, then give me a day off, and then you send a sick certificate for 1 month. Need, Dada said, take rest for a month, so what? He put a lot of pressure, and then Brahma gave him a day off. Before Ram Navami and Surya Narayan gradually rose, it was 12 o'clock, and Rama appeared. Then the sun itself sank in the form of God, so uplifted that it did not even know it. There was no longer a month, so Goswamiji says, such an atmosphere was created that it was a 1 month's day. The holiday was asked for a day, 5 days cut, 1 month day was made, and finally after a month, these Suryanarayans went out singing songs. Then people felt that everyone drowned. I have said it many times and I have experience. You also had the experience that if there is a Ram Katha of 9 days, then how 9 days pass? We do not know how 3 to 4 hours pass. If we do not know, then Ram Prabhu himself has appeared. And if no one has been aware of it for a month, then in the Ras of Vrindavan, it was the Ras of Sharad only. But one meaning is that the dance lasted for 6 months. What would have happened day and night then? Raspurn Sthiti makes us timeless, lifts us out of the blacks. Then it is natural if there is no rule in this. Then Tulsi would say that he had got a day off. Hey saints would say that if he had got a day off, then the day itself had become 1 month. So Suryanarayan did not violate the leave, but the day has only become not of 24 hours but of 30 days. Calculate 24 into 30. How much it is 24 hours in 1 day, and total 30 days. So 24 into 30 is 720. So 1 day is 720 hours, full form of 720. 7 plus 2 is 9. It is a planet like the sun in full form, so there is no eclipse, no trench, no so-and-so. Until 720 hours, Surya comes in Purnank. When God arrives, then the equation of the living becomes a part of the time. We don't know it. We did not know where 65 years went, doing Katha, 65 years. Those who are younger than me say that we heard Katha 65 years, and who are still 60 years old. Where did this 5-year loan come from? Not really joking about this fact, it is true. If one button of the coat goes wrong, the whole line goes wrong. A wise man who puts the wrong button in a hole. There are buttons and holes. There is a hole and there is a button. You have to put button into the hole. If it goes into straight hole, then whole line goes perfect. But if button goes to second hole, then once you lie, the whole line will be difficult and not properly finished. You have to fight with millions of others to do the work of deceit. So let's fight this battle, so life leaves the work of deceit. So what I mean by that is how all these years have passed by. Till yesterday we were doing Katha year, so the story transcends time. The story, or the saints also told that the sun happened for 1 month, in whose heart Rama is born. Then the night of attachment does not come. The Bhaskar of Vivek remains. The light of knowledge remains. He does not sleep in Mohnisha. Such meanings were also made. If the saints extracted a lot of meanings, then Lord Shiva would tell his experience to Bhavani. That when Goddess Rama appeared, then we did a theft, Maharaj. You and you stole, you open it. Tell me how to steal that. At the time of Rama birth, both I and Kag Basundi went to Ayodhya to see Rama. So what did you say theft in this? Theft, because you asked me, what is the program? Where are you going? Then he said, no, we are going, and did not tell you. And I went to Ayodhya, so the matter was not told right. In this way we stole, and Shiva and Kag Basundi and Shiva Tulsidas has written in his verse. He took the form of Jyotsi, and made Kag Basundi as his disciple, and he became a big light.
Avadh
Chinese astrologer who tells us about the future, that from now on Shiva comes to Ayodhya for Ram Darshan by taking the form of an astrologer of Agami. So Goswami writes that takes an assistant is needed along with him, who also gives a little publicity. Then Kagbasundi took along, made Kagbasundi a disciple, and Baba himself became a Bole Baba Jyotisi. Both of them named Shankar Dutt Sharma, and his disciple Basundi Dutt Sharma. The intention was that as a prophet I should go to Ayodhya, and if the discussion of my Trikalajna Sarvagyata reaches the Raj Bhavan, then I should enter the temple and see the palmistry of Lord Rama. On the pretext, I take Ram in my number and become blessed by seeing Ram. Then took the form of Jyotisi. Jyotisi is aged. Say, Shankar Dada, Shankar. Nobody says Krishna Dada. Thou Dada has been said definitely. Big brother Thou Dada. Balaram Dada has also been said. But nobody says to Krishna. If someone has Ram's name as grandfather and they address him, then it's a different story. There is only one Dada, and that is Shankar Dada. It is written in Ramcharitmans that any sin related to God is committed knowingly or unknowingly. So a remedy to solve this is by chanting the name of Shiva. Naradaji abused Vishnuji so much. When he wanted to marry Vishwa Mohini, this incident happened. We all know that abused Vishnu Bhagwan so much, Narada, who is the devotee of Lord Vishnu. It is not certain when devotees will abused. It is uncertain when a devotee becomes a detractor, cursed with abusive language that can't imagine. But when God withdrew his love, Narad, be careful. My words go wrong. My words, Lord, I have told you the words which I am supposed to not say. I'm sorry, I don't want to get married. Where did I get stuck? Maharaj, forgive me. God says, Mamicha, this all happened according to my wish. I had to prove it. But Lord, when will my sins be erased? Lord Vishnu said to chant 100 names of Shankar. Then roam around the whole world. Do not hold anyone. You roam the whole world. Take the name of Narad and Mahadev, because I do not have anyone as dear to me as Shankar. So the glory of Shiva. So we have given Shiva the glory of Dada, Dada.
तो बूढ़ो बड़ो बूढ़ा वृद्ध है.
And the astrologer should be age-worthy. The astrologer should be age-old. The astrologer should be aged and experienced. Let us learn a little bit before starting to play the astrologer game with the prevalence of tradition. Otherwise, in astrology, whatever you say and start, it will last a long time. When you say, Mithul, you are stuck somewhere in the business. Those who do business are bound to get stuck. But nothing happens to those who are experienced and age-old. An astrologer who sees a woman's hand and talks about looking at the lines of her mother-in-law. Oh dear, you are breaking up yourself for the whole house, but you don't get valued. And then this must be always right, never wrong. And on seeing the hands of a man, you say that. A lot of money comes into your hands, but it does not last. How will it last as you drink in the evening? How will it last? Some things just come true, but you must be proud of them. Dada in our house says, frankly, nothing comes in my hands. Take God's name, do anything, something will happen. Planets do not come to man. Where does it come from? How will it come? Says Truth. Of course, Grandpa loves a lot. What kind of ladva does Grandpa make? That ladva, you eat it and stick it on the wall. While some people make such small ladva, you touch and it finishes, you touch and it finishes. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, full finished. Some are misers in using ghee. I have seen this Dada, his laddu stick to the walls. When I went to Durgajad at that time, I had his laddu. I mean to say, astrology is a wonderful knowledge, old people. It's experienced, elderly. Shankar Bhagwan writes the form of old astrology. Tulsi writes. What else is written? He is very large, standardized, very similar, and speaks so clearly. An astrologer who is also an honest physician. Otherwise, who else will say authenticity is the lifeblood of astrology? Self-respect is good. Shankar Dutt Sharma, Suhayo name is so lovely. Mahadev Jyoti happened on the highway of the Ayodhya. After bathing in the Sarvayu, people were there on the highway. There God Shiva has set a big seat for himself in between. Prakapsundi is preaching, who is the Trikalaja Mahapurush who never came out of the Himalayas. Descended for the first time and came to Ayodhya. He says, "Come who wants to know their past, future, present, who has any difficulty, ask." So Vasundi preaches and Mahadev sits, performed the play and completed too. Everyone comes, everyone shows his hand and says, "Maharaj, what is in our life?" And he tells everything. Everyone felt that this was a big deal, and the matter spread to the royal court. Reached royal court, Goswamiji said, "Everyone gets the magic. Hey, this is amazing. What did he do there, Mahadev?" Then what do we say? The word reached to royal palace, to Mother Kaushalya, that a light has come from the Himalayas. It tells us everything. 4 sons are here. To give blessing, the Baba should be called Shiva. And pay attention. One day of Ram Navami itself, it's Shiva 1 month to enter. For 1 month sun was up and Shiva was down. For 1 month my Shiva was sitting there. This is my Bolanath. For 1 month he was sitting. Work didn't settle for him. For 1 month he did this. There is a story, and I am telling it for the first time. That story is such that Parvati asked the gunas who were in Kailash, "Son, come here. Where did your grandfather go? Where did he go? It often happens to ladies. That is where he went. It's time, but he didn't come. It's natural." She thinks he got lost. Does he? Parvati asked the gunas. That many people live in Kailash, residents of Kailash. If you know how to sing, if the tune does not vanish in the rhythm, and if the sound does not break and it becomes a center of your prayer, then understand that you are not living on earth, you are living on Kailash, but there are some conditions for it. If you have the art of dance, so by dance persuade God, the world will also be persuaded, so you should understand this. The tune means that there are no different deities. The seeker of sound lives there, who is transgender lives there, Munivrand stays there. Muni means silence, to whom silence is the center of the seeking. Gana stays there. So ask them where he went. We can't ask, but we heard about going to Ayodhya, so he went alone. Yes, always he takes Nandi with him, but this time he goes alone. Why did he leave Nandi? Is there anyone else with him? This is the nature of mother. Gana said, "The little boy was there, he took him. On the same day, Parvati had made this inquiry. On the same day, because he did not come till evening, he went and Gana revealed it, and then Parvati got ready that if he can go, why should I not go?" And Parvati got ready at the same time. She was not going to be a light. And then 2 more goddesses went with her, the possessor of the 2 books and the harp in her hand, Saraswati, and the Padma Nivasini, Mahalakshmi. These 3 goddesses got ready. There is a movie about this. I remembered, so I said, how could I keep it to myself after remembering? I have seen that movie, Teen Deviya, a very old movie, by Devananda. I couldn't remember any song, otherwise I would have sung it. I want to sing it. I have seen many movies in which there is music, where there is more classical bass, songs of good poets. They're songs of which you can get the physical meaning and spiritual meaning as well. Such dance shows the art of our nation. You can see those movies that show this. Don't hesitate to see such movies. If you say we can pause tomorrow's katha and see a movie, some people get it wrong. I mean to say, if we can get something good from somewhere, what is wrong with that? So the 3 goddesses were ready, and the speed of Shakti was more than Shiva. The speed of Shakti is more. Before Shiva reaches, the goddesses reached. Mahadev was still there, and telling him to do the preaching properly. If someone gave you chocolate, then don't cheat it and do not eat without asking me. So got him ready. So goddesses reached earlier and then called for the emergency meeting with the ladies of Ayodhya. And from where these new goddesses come from? One came from the Himalayas, one from heaven, one from Brahmaloka. Saraswati came from Brahmaloka, Lakshmi ji came from Kshirsagar, and Parvati came from the Himalayas. Seeing the new sisters and new dress, jewelry, beautiful bordered saris, earrings in the ear, beautiful bracelets in hand, armband, katimekna, nupur in leg, kanak. Heavenly Mother, new ladies wearing a beauty, and then local ladies have shown a lot of interest. Who are these ladies? Our tribal women come to see when Janaki ji is coming to the forest. Who is this new woman? Who is this? We have not seen any such woman in life and sent such a woman to the forest. Who is this? Who is this? Brahma is cruel. A tribal woman goes to Janki scared and asks her, who is she? From where did she come? And whose daughter was she? Who are these two? When you ask any woman in any difficult situation that, whose daughter are you? Then she remembers her father, and as soon as she remembers him, her eyes got filled. Janaki ji said, I am Mithilesh, daughter of King Janak. Have you heard the name of my father? And I am the daughter-in-law of King Dashrath. Look at the words of the poem, Vansh Vibhakar. What simple words the poet has written. He wants to say Rama, but what a beautiful introduction. Pride of clan Rama, and I am the queen of his house, the son of Diwakar, Kag Bapu. He calls the lamp as the son of Diwakar. These noble words were used in the poem. All introduction. It is natural for the ladies to know more. Introduction. Who is with you? It is natural for the ladies to get more introduction. Who is this? Who is he to you? Then Janaki ji asks, who are these two? And how much freedom did Lord Ram give you? And Lord Ram has left from there. Now Lakshman ji has been removed. Let ladies motherhood talk. Let them do whatever they want. Give free rein to them. Then rural ladies became stronger, how to speak with her. Then asked her, that these two with you, who are they to you? Far under the tree, this lady has sat. The group of ladies was established then, and said that this, who has stunning blonde complexion, left everything, and came with us. This is Mother Sumitra's son. My younger brother-in-law is Laxman. He is my brother-in-law. Then he said in a sign that who is the other? You understand this. He is my brother-in-law. But there was a very lovely sentiment told that at the same time, in that time, there was no introduction directly, and far away, Ram is sitting there. Some tribal people are talking with Rama, here women, so they sat far, and Janaki ji covered her face. Her face was like the moon and uttered it, like this in respect. That is my brother-in-law. And then by removing Ada, she signed that is. So with respect and with fashion, Tulsi ji coordinated, all tastes are there in Ramcharitmanas. I am saying this with responsibility. The moon-like face of the Janaki, she covered it with her hair and then with an archer's eye. Now to do this sign with an eye, you must be a woman. It didn't come to men, so boh kariye mani. See the fashion in this quadruped. Boh means this watched carefully by eyes hilali, and took out 2 bowls of kusumbo. When I was studying in high school, there was our teacher history. He did very good poetry, watched carefully, eyes hilali, and took out 2 bowls of kusumbo. Bahuri Vandan Vidu Kanchan Danki, Nijapati, he is mine said in a sign. Whatever is said in sign is very sweet. Therefore the name of a language is sign language. You talk in sign, and there is a song from the movie also. Our team is so attentive, they know what song I am going to sing. That's why our team is together for many years. This elder member became ill. What did you eat that you became ill? Did you drank so much juice? Juice, O Sitaram. Yes. Of which fruit? If you catch a cold, you should have a cough in your neck rather than a nose. Ayurveda says that you can have a cough in your eyes, nails, neck, nose, and chest. The true doctor can say you have a cough by just looking at your nails. The cough can be seen in your eyes. We have a dangerous cold. We say kokaditi in Gujarati, and there is a whistle going on. So you can cough in your eyes, nails, neck, nose, and chest. Only rural doctors can give that kind of medicine which can attack cough from all 5 places, attacks at the same time. It removes cough from everywhere. I will not drink juice from now on. Yes, these people have been giving me juice for the last 2-3 days, and yesterday I didn't drink juice. I can tell him to rest. Where would I go? There is sign language.
चलो अहूरी बदन विधु अंचल ढाकी प्रियतन सितई मोह करिवाकी बहुरी बदन विधु अंचल ढाकी प्रियतन सितई मोह करिवाकी
Here a word is used, manjul, which is for the jumping eyes, the eyes which are obliquely obsessed with the holy eyes, in sign, and nijapati, the Tulsi says shayanani, how mature the Janaki is, in gesture, how she hints with her holy eyes. By listening to that, the Gram Vadu, it's a beautiful word, like there is Garib Kanya, the Gram Vadu got very happy when Janaki shown the Brahma, saying that is Brahma, that is Ramanuj, that is Rama, that is Ramanuj, that is Parama. Janaki was introducing. The Gram Vadu got so happy, like they got the treasure of a king, like poor person got the treasure of a king. That much happiness. We will do the Katha on every ras, if God allows. Otherwise we have rebirth. We'll do in next birth. We don't want salvation. We are happy. The ras of Manas are Manas Shringar Ras, Manas Hasha Ras, Manas Vir Ras, Manas Bhayanak Ras, Manas Adbhut Ras, Manas Rudra Ras, Manas Karuna Ras, the world of these 9 aras. The Tulsi is these 9 aras, if you call him poet. Want to do above kathas. But I know that one will happen here. One of these people will do. They said we won't do separately but combined, because it became cheaper. These are smart people. Find some place where we'll do one of the ras or whatever. I am not promising everything. This is only 90%, otherwise all ras are good. So, Jankiji told the sisters in a gesture, he is my husband, my brother-in-law, by doing veil like this. So, seeing these new sisters, it is natural for her to come very close. So these 3 new women, Saraswati, Parvati, and Lakshmi, came to Ayodhya, and the adornment of all 3. And the 3 goddesses are powerful. So all the women of Ayodhya felt that who are these women? This is natural in ladies. Like we say, who is that lady? Who is that girl? Who is that woman? So they asked, "Who are you?" She replied, "We are social workers." Why the social workers are needed in Ayodhya? But she said, "We are social workers. They have to reach there before Shiva, because Shiva is coming too." As Shiva is approaching, Dada is coming, and as Nandi is not there, so he has to walk down from the Himalayas, then he has to come down to Rishikesh, then Haridwar, and then Meerut. From there to UP, Lucknow, and then he will reach to the Ayodhya. But by afternoon, these three ladies has established a women's association and said, "Join us. Our objective is how to control men. Till day, the men are controlling us. We controls our men, and they have to ask us everything. Our name is to be taken first." Our Kaliday says Parvati Parmeshwar and Lakshmi ji said, "Yes, I am Mahalakshmi." Everyone felt that this is right. We need to show them that we matters too. And Women's Association has been formed, and some 3 goddesses have come. They have organized women, and they have done this for the welfare of the world, to keep the world beautiful, for equality. This thing went to the king's palace spreading. Mother Kaushalya is also a woman. But she is an Eastern woman. When she went to her, Mother Kaushalya said that, "Ladies, you are doing a very good job." So they said, "Give us some arrangement. We want to open an office here. Give us a house of something where we can have a meeting. We want to have a meeting." Then Mother said that if you can live in this building. So from today onwards, we arrange that if any man comes to the building, then first take your permission. Originally, this was the entire objective, Parvati, that he went without saying. He should have asked first before leaving. That's why this plan was made. The men who were there in palace for security, for entry, they were told to leave, to retire or find another job. Here these ladies will do this job. And after 1 month, the Shiva was not allowed to enter. So he was thinking where he should return to the Kailasa. Then Shiva did meditation at the bank of Saryu and saw what is happening in Kailasa. He saw that no one was there but Nandi. While meditating, the Shiva asked Gana that where is the mother? Mother asked where he was. They said she went to Ayodhya. Well, so she reached before us. They said, "Yes, Shakti goes fast. You went on foot." Well, then he thought we were here. And sir, 30 days have passed. It's so crowded. Through Maharaj Mahavir Bhupati, how many petitioners, how many so-and-so, how many artists, how many, all are here to congratulate for Rama. The whole of Awadh is reverberating for a month for Ram's congratulations. Lord Rama's reputation was done in Ayodhya, and even at that time echoed in the whole world. So what would have happened when Ram himself would have appeared? It has been a month, preached a lot, but did not get entry inside. Then Lord Shankar meditated, and to Parvati, if she allows, then he can get entry. Then he called Busundi. They knew him as they lived at same place. Like, "Do you know me? I know you entirely." Lord Mahadev goes. There is a song for him. I am speaking in my own way. Looking at Mahadevi Parvati, he says, "I have been wandering for 30 days. No one allowed me to enter inside. No one allowed me to go upside. I keep circling down." I asked, "How many people are there?" Maybe 100 or so are only down there. You do something, goddess. I have had to change the disguise to see Rama. I have to see the Rama. And then Parvati said that, okay. Then Parvati sent a message to Kaushalyaji that a great man has come from the Himalayas to see Rama. So I mean to say Parvati is faith. Devotion makes faith. Hari Darshan and devotion. The formulae of the Acharya. Devotion comes first. Shankaracharya was asked why devotion. He said that the faith in sentences of the Guru and Vedanta, that is devotion. Shankaracharya does the definition of devotion as that. Mother Kaushalya welcomed him and gave a seat, and then shown her son to him. Shiva said, "Mother, let me tell you the future of your child. But due to age, the eye is a little weak." The three-eyed person is saying that the eye is weak. The sun and the moon are whose eyes say that my eye is weak. The intention was to take Rama in my lap, Just give your prince in my lap. Then I will look closely and tell the decision. Kaushalyaji was afraid. If I give him in his lap, and if he goes out with him. She said, Maharaj, I will keep him on my lap. Shiva said, no, it will be messed up because I can't see the lines properly. So then in the lap of Shiva, the Balram was given, who is his prime god. Balram was given by Kaushalya in the lap of Shiva, and Lord Shiva's tears started falling from the eyes as soon as he sees Rama. Then it is written in this verse that, this is your child, this will happen. We just knew the matter of the birth of this child from a distance, so we have come, and he said, a Mahatma, Saint Kaushik, named Vishwamitra will come in your Ayodhya. He will take your son, and there will be Swayamvar of Sita, and Janaki will be married to your son. And Shiva started telling future that Saint Kaushik will come. He will go with him, will break the bow, Janaki will garland her, that composition will be done with celebration. And then went to tell the next story. When Shiva went on to say further, Lord Rama thought that, till now, the future is fine, that my mother is happy, but then he was going to be exiled for 14 years. If my mother will know, she will start crying from now on. So while playing in lap of Shiva, Rama, when Shiva moved forward to tell the future, and Rama grabbed the beard of Shiva and said, don't speak further. And here is a sign that the astrologer is that he is an experienced old man and does not tell everything clearly from the authentic light as much as it is in his interest. The bad would have happened if the story went ahead. What will be the condition of the mother? So the matter has stopped there. This story was written by Tulsidas Ji. The context next to it is that on the basis of the imagination that the saints have imagined in their songs, in their verses, I have told you this little thing. Now what happened here? Astrologer should be given something, and what Shiva will take, what Shiva wants now. He got Rama. So now, what donation should he take? They had a view of Rama, so the Shiva and Kag Busindiji both left for Kailasa. Shiva told Busundi that you can go to Nilgiri as our work is done, but then disciple said, Gurudev, if you allow, then I should stay in Ayodhya for 5 years, because Ram will become a 5-year-old. Till then, I will see his Leela. I will become a crow and eat his food. I will keep flying here. Busundi was so great in his previous birth, but he was cursed that he will become a crow, as he had asked a many question to his guru. After Saguna Nirgun, all these episodes of Uttarkand so have been cursed if they become a crow, then some such great people now got cursed to become a crow. Now if someone were to make a crow, how much pain would it have been? But the wings were attached and the crow started flying. He became so happy. Someone asked that he cursed, made a crow, did not make a parrot, did not make a peacock, did not make a nightingale, and but made a crow. What are you happy about? He said, Ram will appear in Ayodhya, and even if I go as 1,000,000, how did I get entry there? If I go as a crow, then whenever I want. I will fly and sit in his courtyard. I will sit somewhere, and Rama will say in his stuttering voice that mother see a cow to his mother. All the episodes are written by Goswamiji. Rama is human. He feels hungry. He should feel hungry. All the characteristics of human beings have not been just imposed on Rama. Ram has fully justified him. He has given full respect to a human being. Then, the famous verse of Hungry Little Lord Rama and Goswamiji, Bharat Ratna sung by Lataji.
तुलसीदास अति आनंद तुलसीदास अति आनंद देख के मुखारविंद देख के मुखारविंद रघुवर छवि के समान रघुवर छवि के समान रघुवर छवि बनिया बाजत
And UP is the UP province of our country. Its principal chief minister, Yogi Maharaj, Yogi. He made a good decision that in the hall of Ayodhya, remember Lata Mangeshkar, remember it by keeping it in the middle of Ayodhya and giving this very good Anjali. Then God's figure arrives in the courtyard of Ayodhya. This is a beautiful story in the courtyard or floor of Maharaj Dashrath. The places are made of delicate marble, and in that a piece of marble has a jewel in 4 corners, and the jewel itself shines. It reflects our shadow. So Lord Ram in childhood dances in the courtyard of Awadpati and sees his reflection in the jewels. Looking at the reflection, Lord becomes still, halts, and performs beautiful divine acts. At the same time, when you feel hungry and mother arrives and grabs the palo and says, "Mother, I am hungry," and Mother Kaushalya gives. This time, Kabasundi waits to see whether he is eating puri or curd, and when the pieces of puri fall down, Kabasundiji will eat that leftover food. 5 years later, Kabasundiji ate the leftover fallen food of Lord Ram, which is why he became the supreme devotee of Ram. The story is told by the lips which have eaten the leftovers. The story behind these lips is an amazing story of Kabasundi. So cursed me by becoming a crow, my sight was blessed, but can't walk. It took years and years to walk. Manojbhai Kandaria, Manojbhai. Good, I found words to reach you, otherwise it would be with legs. Kabasundi got wings, so for 5 years he was in Lord Ram's Ayodhya courtyard, here and there for Lord Ram's darshan. Once again, a wonderful Leela has happened, due to which the Ayodhya incident has been completed and is prosperous Uttarkand. Ram's account doubles with Kabasundi. And all the wonderful and scientific formulas are proven, I am speaking with a lot of responsibility. Well, this is a Bilak episode. Then, an incident took place in Ayodhya, 1 month has passed, and one episode after another goes on in Ayodhya, and now it is time for the naming ceremony. Gnani Guru Deva was called, Vashishta Deva and Brahmin Deva came and writes Goswami Chaupayas to name the 4 brothers.
नाम करण कर अवसरानी भूप बोली पठ ये मुनि ज्ञानी भूप बोली पठ ये मुनि ज्ञानी जो आनंद सुखधाम राम नाम अखिल लोक दायः akhila lok dāyā bisva.
According to the system of our scriptures, when all are born one after the other, what should we do? What are the rules in rituals? 4 things were given to the Brahmins, which were God, cow, cloths, and mani. Why only 4? Mani was given, gold was given, and good clothes were provided. Cloth is the symbol of dignity. Brahman wears the cloth of dignity and teaches dignity to the world. Gold was given. Why? There is also a luster in the gold, an aura, a luster. The Brahmin takes the donation of the bright, makes him cheerful, and gives bright to the Brahmins. This Brahmin, by donating the cow, says that Brahmin God, you are bright, you are a devotee, but gave the bow because you are rich, bright, you have everything, but have the simplicity of the saint. The cow is Rama's animal. Whoever the person is, their eyes come from their mother and their voice is of father. On the phone, you can't decide and hear from the guru.
But have the simplicity of the saint. The cow is Rama's animal. Whoever the person is, their eyes come from their mother and their voice is of father. On the phone, you can't decide and hear from the guru.
So clothes, gold, cow, simplicity, spontaneity, this is the characteristic of Brahmin, Atak, Dhenu, Basan, the light of dignity, and Mani, the light of self, the glory of your all knowledge, the brilliance of your all knowledge, the brilliance of name of Rama. In Brahm, if they accept it, the Brahmins accept nothing else. The Brahmins accept the impression. The Brahmins. Golden Brahmin means accepts one glory, one brightness, one light, one who accepts a special kind of life, and the gem was impeccable. He donated it. Such episodes are going on. The naming episode came. Beautiful festivities were celebrated. The 3 queens are sitting with their sons in numbers and prayed to Gurudev for us. Do the naming of our prince, first of all, by placing a hand on the Kaushalyanand Ram's head. See, whether it is our Rama's era or Mahabharata era. In that, the naming used to be done by the Guru only. This was the tradition. Guru gave the name. From when the aunt started naming, I don't know. But Guru gives the mame. Gargacharya has come for the naming of Krishna. The Brahmin deity has been lowered in the cowshed, and if God was named in the incarnation of Krishna, then the Guru has come here and says that King, this is Kaushalyanandan, who is the sea of bliss. The zodiac sign of happiness, I name him Ram, because his name will fill the world with rest. That is why I name him Ram.
So Sukhdam Rama
I named this child as Ram. There was hailing and description like Ram, good nature like Ram. Kaikeyi's sons have a hand on this child's head and said Vasudhaiva Chaupai. I am naming this child Bharat because he will not exploit anyone, he will nurture them. Bharat is called the idol of love in the Manas, and love should not exploit, nurture only. There is a lot of exploitation in the name of love. It may be possible, but the ultimate love is that which nourishes and nourishes. Increment every moment the love that Narad has explained in the Bhakti Sutra without virtue. Love is that which is devoid of virtues. In love, there is neither ignorance, passion, or calmness. There was a little desire in the Gopang now of Braj. We were called by Krishna, welcome us. Gopi passed. A little desire also came that Krishna was very attached to us, and ignorance became a pride of his beauty. That is why Krishna had not gone anywhere. He was standing there and calling, come, come, all come, but everyone came. Bhagavatkar says, Tatravantar. At the same time, Krishna has stopped appearing. Their problem was when the desire comes in the love of a man. Ignorance comes. the virtue ties the love, but love should be free. Virtue means string, rope, virtue that is binding. Love should not be binding. Love should give freedom. So what Naraji said was amazing. So Krishna was not visible. So the symptom of love is without virtue. The first symptom of love is virtueless, and the second is desire-free. The lover should not wish for any other. There should be no cause. Yes, we should not desire benefit. We should not benefit. Desireless. And the third symptom of love is anticipation. It should keep increasing. It should keep growing. Love is not a micro, but a microwave. It is an experience. These sutras come in Narad worship. You know that. So Bharat is called the idol of love. He will not exploit anyone. He will nurture them. Take an empty round cloth, and in that daughter of good family does embroidery on it and makes a showpiece for the wall. In those days, the embroidery work was taught to the daughters. Who knows good embroidery work handles the home better. So the embroidery work was taught as a sign of good marital life. I said many times that in our country are Rama's followers, but three are Ramas. One whose story is going on is Raghav Rama. The other is Lord Shri Krishna's elder brother, Daudada, Balram, Yadav Ram, and the third is Bhargav, Parshuram. Three Rams are amazing in their respective fields. So three birth too, one whose story is going on. Whose naming ceremony is going on? He is son of Kekeyi. The second is poet Kalidas, Shakuntala's son Bharat, who could count the teeth of a lion. And the third is Avadut Shiromani Srimad Bhagwat's Bharat. Bharat, India, is made up of these three Bharatas. And when it started to say, our country with Bharat word, it is a great good work. India is there definitely whatever, but Bharat. So the assembly named him Bharat. The assembly cheered. Now Shatrughan Maharaj's name. Now in the order, the third naming should be Lakshman. But Lakshman's name was named at the end. Shatrughan Maharaj in the third place. Raghukul is the clan who follows the dignity. Why did it go wrong in this? But it happened that after Bharat's name, Lakshman should be named after that, but Shatrughan was named after that because Rams has been named, so to Lakshmana. Sumitra ji was handling both in her lap because both were bright, Shatrughan and Lakshman. Lakshmana was given to Kaushalya's lap. The naming of Rama was done. So she gave him to her, and the Shatrughan was kept in her lap. So in order, and consider it a sign that the lap in which Rama was in the same lap is Lakshmana. This relationship of destiny was there throughout their life. Whatever match of Lakshman was, he kept it there. Then because Ram was calm, Lakshman, it was difficult to handle both together. In the third order, there was Shatrughan in Sumitra's lap. Then Vashishta ji did it in that sequence. Played this order that Guru should not do much aspect to sequence. If you come to Guru with true faith, you can take without being in line. Whose name's glory will not destroy enemies, but enmity. India never thought to destroy enemies, but enmity should end. Enemies should not be erased. Hatred should end. Enmity should end. Enmity should not be erased. As Chaupai said, India has been very defensive in war front, tried to be peaceful, like when Angata went to Ravana with message of compromise. So here the God went as messenger of peace. The war should be stopped. It shouldn't be must. So by whose name the enmity should be destroyed? I always say that when someone lights a lamp on an auspicious occasion, then what is said in the mantra, we never thought about destruction of enemy. In this also, the naming of Rama is done. And this Prince Ram is the supreme element who never does any harm even to the enemy. So whose name's influence eradicates our inner enmity, ends the feeling of hatred. So the name of this child is Shatrughan, and the Shatrughan remained silent throughout the Ram Katha, and the one who keeps silent, his enemies get reduced. It is a simple thing. Who would want to be hostile? Everybody wants retaliation. Answer: retaliate. If you don't speak, the person in front will be tired. If you stay silent, that will give you victory. I keep saying that when your birthday comes, keep silent for as many hours as you are old. It's a request if you are of 60 years old. If you think you're 60 years old, then keep silent for 60 hours before. Speak on birthday. As you are spending day with your children, don't be rigid, that I won't speak by putting finger in the face. We should give ring for their finger. Silence means happiness of the mind, whose mind remains happy for 24 hours. He is Mauni Maharaj. So here's this. This, not now, not you. You have got a lot of time. Muni used to say, I want to be silent. What? Matru Shakti. I am just saying. So less you speak is good for you. There is a poem of Sharaf, Hazaro Afato se wo bache rehte hai, wo sunte hai, zyada aur kam bolte hai. Who speaks less and listens more is saved from the troubles. That's why men speaks less. It's better than falling in troubles. It is considered the means of everything. There is so much glory of the silence. So by whose name the Majesty will remove enmity, name this child Shatrughan, and finally now naming Lakshman ji. And while naming he said, who is the abode of all traits, which has no other goal than Rama, because he is the form of snake. Being the basis of the world, he has taken the world on his fangs. Who is the base of the world? Guru Vashisht named him. 3 traits of Lakshman has been mentioned. Lakshman Dham. The Rama is supreme for him, other than Rama. Rama is very fond of him, the support of the whole world, the foundation of the world. Vashisht ji named this generous-minded boy Lakshman and Tulsi. So 4 sons are the elements of the Vedas, Vashishta says. Each of the Vedas is a great sentence. These are not your sons. The mantras of the Vedas are either the sutras of the Vedas. How many 4 things have been absorbed by the Goswamiji among the 4 brothers? It is amazing if there is no subject of caste here. Pay attention, because Rama is Brahma. Brahma knows Brahmin, so there is Brahmin is Rama. Lakshman is Kshatriya, a brave man. Vaishya is who nurtures. My Bharat is Vaishya and serves him silently. He is in the 4 Vedas, in the 4 Varnas, in the 4 ages, in the 4 ages, in the mantras of the 4 Vedas, in the big sentences. Wherever you look, these are the 4 names that dominate your sons, a big. The celebration was there. There was cheering. Days began to pass. The 4 brothers started to grow up, and it was time for the holy rites of Yignopvit. Vashishtaji made Yignopvit to the 4 brothers in holy rites, made Dwij, sacred rites. What is the meaning of Yignopvit? Once Pandurang Dada Shastri in Veraval, in his self-study, there was a small conference of Veraval. I used to do night stories in the month of Shravan in those days. Years ago the times passed. Many years ago the time passed, and many perfect ornaments were made. But in a month at night, I used to do Katha in Lohanawadi, in Junagadh. Then Dada's self-study tendency was very much going on there. At that time in the Ged area, the grandfather and grandson came, Pandurang Dada. So someone asked the question, what does Yignopvit mean? What is the meaning of Upanayana Sanskar? Then what he said, I may have said in the previous story. This incident happened in Britain. The Emperor Maharaja of Britain once went to his army camp in disguise. Grandfather had also given his name, but I do not remember the name. It was years ago. I heard from his, so I remembered him. And we should give name from whom we have heard. It's not bad. When you say someone's poem, you say his name. But when you speak someone's sentence, you hide their name. There should be no fraud. I tells the name if I remember. I say the name whose sentence of that. This is my nature. It should be like this only. There was our speaker, who was new. He told me he wanted to do Ramakatha. I said you should, and everyone can do. But the poor man was not literate. He had no Guru Mukh. So I had my old Ramayana, but the old Ramayana was printed, what was its name? Amrit Ramayana was printed in Mumbai. Amrit Ramayana, so that poor simple man read what I say in Katha, and people were happy. But then how much to be said in this, and how much is now in what I said? I went to America, and there was a story in Houston, and many halls had to be changed there. All that was my experience. So he said, I went to America, and he never went to Amreli. He misses the wisdom when he goes to copy. Then he doesn't know. He is completely innocent. He thinks that this is all reading. When I went to America, the story was completed after changing 3 halls. So in the Katha of Pandurang Dada, I listened to this story. I went to listen, and he was very gentlemanly. Great people are gentlemen. The King of Britain went in disguised. An army outstretched his legs on the table against the discipline of the army. And the king could not recognize this. The king recognized that he was from my army. So he asked, who are you? So he said, who are you? The king asked, who are you to ask me? Who are you? What rank are you in the army? But at which place is it? Then he said, so the king said, are you a soldier? A soldier? No, above that. I don't know what comes above. So he asked, you're that? No, above that. You are the major? No, above that. A field marshal. Okay, good, but you tell me. I am a man of the military. Who are you? Who is above the field marshal? It is me. He's sweating. It's cold in London. He got caught and saluted him. Perfect salute. Punish me. Give me the death penalty. I have done this mischief in front of my king. Forgive me. And the atonement for this is to kill him. Accept my death, and according to the rules, he will be killed. With his revolver, he said, shoot me yourself. King returned his revolver to him, and the soldier said that until you punish me, I will not have peace. He said, this is the punishment now. Do you know who I am? Now, the discipline in which you have come to recognize me today, remember for 24 hours that the emperor of my nation is standing by my side, so that you cannot act. That is Yagnopavit, the proximity of such a nation that if we imbibe the sacrificial sacrifice, then we will not forget our Dvitva. We should remember for 24 hours that if we have attained the second birth, then the Upanayana ritual of the Lord's has been done. And after Yagnopavit, one has to go to the Guru's home. Even though they were the prince, still went to the Guru's home, studied Raghurai, went to practice in the Guru's home in the short term. Rama got all the knowledge in the short term. So what should he study? In whose breathes the Vedas? But the ritual of Guru was show, if you want to get some knowledge, then you should go there. Where knowledgeable is, all knowledge has been acquired, one after another episode moves forward, and the knowledge that he has received not only reminds the sutras, but he inculcates in his conduct. Every morning, Lord Rama wakes up and bows down to the mother, all the 4 brothers, bows down to the father. The Guru is the Matrudevo Bhava. Tulsi has written the entire Upanishad in a sequence. Matridev, Pitru Devo Bhava. Acharya Devo Bhava, Acharya Dev and Atithi Dev are our 4 formulas. I keep telling young brothers and sisters that if you study so much and move forward a lot, which monk will be angry, seeing your progress, and will pray that you study a lot? But being an Indian, if possible, go to school, college, office, or go to your job. Then if the mother is at home, then bow to the mother and tell her that I am leaving. Then you will see Ayurvidya Yashoblam Subhashitkar said, who respects elders. He who gives respect to the elders, his parents, and the acharyas gets his 4 things increases. His age increases. So people say that our age is already decided, like you will live for the 80 years. Only then, once it completes, you have to go. It was written, Terisa Segini Hoi Hai. In the poem it says that your age, your breaths are decided. So what does it mean to live longer in blessings of teachers and elders? It means that you will be happier in your remaining life. Don't live like dead, live like living. By respecting elders, you will attain knowledge and get a good image in society. And the strength of your soul increases. Tulsidashi wrote such a quadruped as if he were interpreting the mantras of the Upanishads into the sutras. प्रातःकाल उठी When these three were completed, then a saint came. The guest was God, and that saint was Vishwamitra. The king demanded Rama Lakshmana for the fulfillment of his sacrifice. It is a very lovely episode. In short, at first, Dashrathji refused that I cannot give. Take my life, whatever you want and anything. I could not give Rama, Vasishtji said in the middle. That king, how long will you keep Rama arrested in your courtyard? If Vishwamitra takes him away, then it will establish friendship in the world. Give the Rama, and on the orders of the Guru, both the brothers were handed over to Vishwamitra. Both the brothers went to seek Mother Kausalya's blessings, and Sumitra. She was a little sad, but Kaushalya is very happy, and the mothers felt that a great soul has come. The saint is taking him. When will he return? What will he do? They won't know. He is taking it. He is afraid that he will not make a saint. But Kaushalyaji is very happy because when Shiva came to Ayodhya in the form of preacher, then the prophecy he had made that your son, who would be a Kumar, would be taken away by a great soul. So there is no more beautiful in the world like her. He will be married to such a royal girl. This was a prophecy of Shiva. That is, Kaushalya remembered and was happy. His son is going to marry a royal girl. When son marries, when it comes to the marriage of her child, then they become very happy. Later, everyone shouts. This is a different case, but the son should be married Rishi. Mother Kaushalya is pleased. Rama and Lakshmana go on a pilgrimage on foot with Vishwamitra. Could Dashrathji not provide a chariot? They are prince, so Vishwamitra came on foot because he is a great soul. Or else, you might have taken a vow that you will not sit in a vehicle until your sacrifice is complete. This can also be true, so Dashrathji must have offered the chariot for them. So Vishwamitraji would have said, I have a fast and I will go on a walk. Then, if the Guru does not sit in the chariot, the disciple should not sit in the chariot. So Rama Lakshmana didn't sit. Nowadays it's different. Guru is on the footpath and disciple is roaming around in a BMW and doesn't stop, even if Guru waves their hand. This is a different thing. In movies, who plays the devotee goes by car, and who plays Krishna goes by bus, because there is only appearance for 5 minutes. For Narsingh Mehta, devotee is bigger than the god. This was a thing of incarnation. So Rama though. If I sit in the vehicle and leave, then there will be no public contact. I have to meet the people, practice the pains of the society, to emancipate the akhila of the society. So Rama's pilgrimage has started, and Tulsidas Ji has encapsulated this scene in his quadruped. The Lord's work was being done and he was leaving. Just then, a demoness named Tadka came running. Tadka became angry on hearing this. Vishwamitra saw that Tadka's child was the only obstacle in our yagya, and the source of the disturbance was the cause. The cause of this disturbance should be destroyed first. He told Ram, Raghav, this is Tadka. This is the obstacle in the rituals of us sages. From here, the reason of incarnation of Rama is being started, and Lord Rama did not kill him with the arrow, but gave nirvana, and after saving Tadka, came to the ashram, according to the opinion of Valmiki. And the knowledge named Atibala was given to Rama, by which one does not feel hungry for a long time, does not feel thirsty, and does not lose the power. Such a knowledge was discovered by the Indians, whose name is Bala, and Atibala, which Vishwamitraji gave to Rama, surrendered all the weapons. Then the son of Gandhi king, that Vishwamitraji has scriptures, weapons and mantras. There are formulas, tools, and mediation too. Shadeshwar endowed Vishwamitra, a very mighty great man, and it is very difficult to have these six in one place. There should be a spiritual practice and also resourcefulness. Sometimes a person is resourceful and mediation is missed. Many people have formulae, but they do not have the mantra of life. If they have scriptures, then don't have weapons. This all six Vishwamitra has. Even with these things, the sacrifice could be completed without Rama. It means if you have scriptures, weapons, mantras, formulas, tools, and meditation, even then you will need Rama and Lakshmana to complete it. Rama means truth and Lakshmana means sacrifice. In the sacrifice of life, you should have truth and surrender. Both brothers secured the premises of sacrifice. Marriage was thrown to Lanka and gave nirvana to Subahu by fire arrow. For some days, God stayed there. After that, Vishwamitraji said that if you have set out on a journey of sacrifice for sacrifice karma, then you should go to Janakpur, where there is a bow sacrifice being performed here in Goswamiji. Listening to Tanush Yajna, Rama Lakhan was happy and went on a further journey with Vishwamitra. On the way came the ashram of Gautam Rishi. Goswamiji says, by seeing the stones, the Rama was curious and asked, Guruji, who is this? Now this ashram was on the road and Ahalya was there in the form of stone. How many people have passed from there? Even today, if you go to Buxar, where there is Vishwamitra Siddhashram, go to the ashram of Gautam Rishi. A good road has been made there. So many people would have passed, but no one stood there. And there is Rama, who stopped seeing who is lying in the form of a stone body, who is neglected, who is deprived, to whom the society has despised. Regardless of whose fault was, Rama's step stopped, and Rama said curiously, Maharaj, whose ashram is this? No cows are seen here. No students are seen here. There is no yajna being done here, and there is no sage. and who is lying in the there as stone. And Vishwamitraji said, Maharaj, this Gautam is a woman and this monk is a husband. He is taking the woman's side, moving away from Rama and going in favor of her.
Gautam
The words of Vishwamitraji are very revolutionary. O Raghava, a woman of Gautama, she is cursed, not sinned. Saint does not see any sinner. Some kind of incident happened, and her husband cursed her, but sin there is not committed by her, Raghav, and nothing else from you. Just give some dust from your feet, restore her in the society.
Charan
Raghav is the prime of karma. He is enjoying the fruits of what happened. He is prime of karma, but grace is the president. Grace can save him from application, even by hanging. Raghav, you save him. Whatever the karma is, do not look at that. Have compassion. And Lord Ram, his gives restoration, establishes them in the society. And Goswamiji writes a verse. It's a Tribhangi verse. Here 3 things have been dissolved. So Tribhangi, the curse of the sage is broken. Whatever mistake Ahalya has made, whatever you say, Vishwamitra has given a curse. But whatever mistake happened, that guilt is over and uproar. What will happen to me? What will happen to me? Those who came out used to stumble, sir. These 3 things were broken. How careful the Creator is to use which verse at what time. So he has written the Tribhangi verse and 1 or 2 lines of all the Tribhangi verses of Goswamiji.
Par sat pad pavan so pragat
As soon as the feet of the Lord were touched, the idol appeared from the stone, and Rama was born. Then which word did Tulsi write? After Rama is born, who is awakened can awake the other. He who is asleep cannot wake others. Only those who are awake can wake others. Ahalya became tearful. Ladies and gentlemen, We are human beings. This is the sage wife. Even with the sage wife, Indra also made a mistake. Some mistakes are even by the elders. But it does not mean that we have been cursing. Our mistakes throughout our life. Wait, someone will come and accept us. Whatever happens, someone will accept. And this incident is very revolutionary. It's a movie song, isn't it? What is in the kuche? We are sitting in your world as criminals. It's lovely. The story of Ahalya gives consciousness to the stiff beings. In the rock age, consciousness was awakened from the stones. The science says that inside the idol, a micro-consciousness is there inside. That's why when we rub two stones, it sparks. So consciousness is there. That's why it sparks. So the touch of the feet did the job. Here in Manas, the story of Ahalya, which is there. One is what Valmiki ji has written. Many great men have thrown light on it. One story is such that when Ahalya was rescued, Ayodhya went mad. Who will not go mad? Who will not? There was such a touch that I don't know who I am, who I am, who I am. When Gautam arrived, even then, she didn't remember him. Who was Gautam? This is the effect of one gentle touch. Then he gave the introduction, and then she went to heaven with Gautam. God, name of God, the love of God, the pain in the absence of God, brings craziness. There were 5 types of craziness Meera had. Then I explained in Manas, maybe Manubai also said, Meera was crazy for the shape. When she was younger, a saint came, and when she saw an idol, she went crazy for it. Like some people, sees an idol and says how beautiful the idol of little Krishna is. So a saint came out with himself and gave this idol to Meera, and it was such a beautiful idol. There is a beautiful synonym about Krishna. Krishna means, as Jai Bhai said, that is why we call some people Shamsundar. Beauty should be seen in the eye of the seeker, not in the person. There is beauty in the eye of the viewer. If he had discovered beauty, then the very lovely child was Krishna's idolatry, given to Meera. In short, today I had to complete the story at 1 o'clock, because yesterday you took more time. I had to account it for you, but I am not Baniya, so I cannot do the accounting. That's why. So this is such a situation. This is the thing of craziness. Meera became a crazy thing. Meera became crazy of Krishna's shape. She used to roam around like it. One day his mother said, "Daughter, you are growing up. You will get married. Now you understand a little. What is this madness?" Everyone started asking, "Your marriage." Once she started asking the mother. They all asked me, "Your marriage, my marriage." Then mother, to get rid of it, tried. To clear off the little Meera, she would say that you will be married to this Krishna, and that's it. Why should I marry someone who is living today and who dies tomorrow? So I will get married to the Girdhar. So she married to Undying. Meera became crazy for shape. I have completed the sentence. Second, my name is Crazy Krishna. Girdhar is mine. So crazy for a name. Third, crazy in love. Love makes you crazy. Happened to Bharat also. A saint like Bharat, when got crazy for the name of Rama, his head falls on each other like a madman. Looking at Chaitanya, it brings madness. The tune of affection is there. So Meera became crazy in love. And love is pain. So she became crazy for pain. I don't know.
ना पूजा की तेरी मैं तो दर्द दीवानी तेरी मैं तो दर्द दीवानी
So crazy for shape, crazy for name, crazy for love, crazy for pain. The fifth thing Meera was crazy about was crazy for saints. If there is public shaming, let it be. But people don't leave saints. I will not leave my side. I will leave my side. I will sit. I have lost all respect for the people. I am Giridhar Gopal. So second is crazy for saints. As a human body's body becomes of 5 elements, Meera's body was made with these 5 craziness, 5 types of craziness. In reality, she became such crazy. The same crazy was Ahalya. Today she saw the form of Rama, and she became crazy about form, where I live, where to go, and become crazy about the name of God. Crazy for love, crazy for pain. She stumbled a lot, endured a lot of heat, a lot of pain, and then a saint gave her salvation. Today, a saint recommended her to Rama for her salvation. You too do not go, you are Brahma. She is neglected, despised, so bless her, so Meera became crazy for saints too. So 5 types of madness were seen in Meera, the same were in Ahalya. The answer is such, Ahalya, if you and I make a mistake, we do not cry. Yes, the one who accepts is very big. Sir, the sin is very small, Hari name is very big, it is very big. There is one spark is enough to burn the Himalayas like a mountain of cotton. So one spark is enough. So the mountains of sin are over. The salvation of Ahalya. This is one of the special episodes of Ramcharitmanas, one of the biggest world assurances if you make a mistake. A small or big mistake. On the road, if you collide with another person, it's not a sin, it's a mistake, and it happens. We keep guilt for smaller things in life. The quadruped of Tulsi, we have to find our new self. So Ahalya was redeemed. I found many reformers on this occasion, but fewer acceptors. One should accept that Lord Krishna accepted so many more women. Imagine, Krishna had saved them. They were captives. He freed so many women. So this is the story of the ultimate truth, the redemption of Ahalya. Then God went ahead and bathed in Ganga. Ganga went to Janakpur, met with King Janak, made the Lord reside in a beautiful room, and it is written in Ramayana, along with the sages, Raghumani had taken lunch in a house called Sundar in Janakpur, then rested, I also ask you to eat. And then rest, we will meet at 5 o'clock, then the Katha always will remain. But whenever I stop, I start speaking. The rest of the Katha, there are still 3 days left. It does not matter if 3 days are not there. Then 3 days are enough. The 3 steps of Vamana are enough to cover the universe. So 3 days are 3 steps. In 3 days we will cover this huge story. So if we do it in 3 days, then let me end today's Katha before that.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hanuman ji Maharaj priya.
The dialogue of today's Katha, we are stopping here. My greetings to all. Jai Siya Ram. See you there at 5 p.m. and see you again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Speak with emotion,